I'm somewhere. I don't know the exact block. I think I'm like 218th Street between Bronx. I'm sorry, Laconia Avenue and Paulding Avenue. So we're gonna take a drive to a little tour of Co-op City, and then tour of Parkchester. Then I'm gonna call it a wrap for the for that. And here we go. Enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. Okay. We'll do it live. Was that? They said that guy that had the talk show. I forgot his name now. We'll do it live. And he started cursing because he didn't have his script handy. Okay. This is Paulding Avenue. I'm gonna keep straight to Bronxwood. Maybe go all the way down to I think that's Bronx Park East, right next to the park. And go to 233rd Street. I actually grew up in this area. In this area until I was about a bolt, as they say. There's a lot of West Indians in this area. There's a lot of Jamaican people, which I have part of that in my system. So I'm going to say it. I grew up in this area, bolt, in the 70s and early 80s. Actually, I'm telling my age, so I don't want to keep it like that. But I grew up here in the 70s in this area and until like the 80s. Still showing my age by telling you that. Go straight ahead. This is Bronxwood Avenue. A catering truck on the left. There's a very light hint of snow in the air, little very light snowflakes. Not even enough to say float. I see it, but it wouldn't constitute any kind of major snowfall. You know, I'm gonna make a right turn here. This is Barnes Avenue. I just came from the technician, Amco Transmissions, and they changed my auxiliary battery. It's located in the trunks of some cars. The auxiliary battery is to keep I guess from draining the primary battery, and when a car stops, this car has, and a lot of cars have it now, an auto stop feature to save gasoline, stop, and stop the engine, and then you take your foot off the gas, I'm sorry, you take your foot off the brake pedal, the car is supposed to restart. But I hadn't changed that battery. I've had this car a while and I've never changed it, so I had to change today and I had my inspection done, my New York State inspection. All this is primarily West Indian people. And out of the West Indian people, I think it's primarily people from Jamaica. Good people. Problems like any other, group of people. Hardworking. They seem to. When I say they, mean I have roots in Jamaica also. They have they seem to be healthy people. Try to concentrate on their health and longevity. So a lot of that doesn't, not, of course, not everybody. It's never everybody. We're at 228th Street, and when we get to 233rd Street, I'm gonna make a right turn and head across 233rd Street. I'm gonna pass Pier 68. This is a historic school in this area, because I've had family members that went there, including myself. I'm noticing that while I'm driving. The inspection sticker is very different than what it's been for years. You know, take a look at it, but I guess that's what they're doing, so it's interesting to see. That's a car that's in front of me now. Blue. He doesn't really blew the stop sign, but it's all right. A lot of wild drivers up here too. That's drive crazy up here. People from the islands. Want to stop and get something to eat, but everything's so darn expensive. Let's go home and grab a bite and head out and try to make some money. Past the Shell station on the right, and next to the Shell station is a Cleaners. This Cleaners has been here since I was a kid, and maybe different owners, but as a building and as a business of cleaning clothes, dry cleaning clothes, it's been there for years. And I had a telescope when I was growing up, and at the rear window you could see the I would always focus in on this dry cleaner. Pass on the right with the yellow. Never been inside there though. I was gonna go across 233rd Street, which I'm on now, but I'm gonna make a left here. This is, if I remember correctly, this is Edenwald Avenue. There used to be a bus line that went up Edenwald years ago. Hardly ever used by anybody, and they canceled it. So about 10 years ago, they were repaving the street. A bus hasn't run across this place for years, for over 30 years. I would say over 40 years. And when they repaved the street, all the bus stops are made of cement. I guess because of the weight of the buses. While the street in general is asphalt, the bus stops were concrete to absorb the weight of the buses. So then we repaved the street. They still made the former bus stops concrete. I guess those contractors that did it still had on their plans that it was a bus stop. I think they had even put bus stop signs there. Transit bus hasn't run up this block for decades upon decades, maybe 40 years to half a century. Almost, it's approaching half a century. So I found that interesting. You may not care. You may find it, in fact, boring, but I didn't. Right, as Aquaman would say in the movie. When I was a kid, Aquaman was a Caucasian. Okay, here's an example of the bus stop. Right here, cement. The bus stop used to be here. I remember it. And they still made it cement, even though a bus has not run up here. It used to be the 19. The 19 bus still exists, but it's not the same 19 that was up here. The 19 bus runs from the Bronx Botanical Garden all the way to Riverbank State Park in Manhattan. Crosses 145th Street in Manhattan. But this 19, the former 19 that ran across here, stopped at the 233rd Street subway station, the number 2 train, 2 and the 5, but usually the 2 trains runs over there, and it would run up this block, which is Edenwald Avenue, and it would stop somewhere up here and turn around. A very short line. Going to make a right turn on the next block. That's going to be Hill Avenue. And on the left, when we get to the next corner, it's going to be Pier 68. 68 is on the left. The schoolyard is up there. 40, 33. And you probably can't see it on the left-hand side. It's Pier 68, but it's the new wing, which the new wing's been here for over 50 years, I guess. The old wing on the other side. I'm gonna stop for a second. Is on the other side. There's a sign here on the left. It says, I'm just looking at, tilt this? Yes, I can. Let's see if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. Let me take a look. Anyway, it says public school, 68, keep an open mind. And the electronic sign says begin here, the future. Begins here, the future. It's repeating itself. Begins here, the future. Okay, as a truck parks in front of me, for some reason, other vehicles are always attracted to mine. So wherever I park, someone else wants to park. It happened when I first started this live. So a truck was passing by me and he wanted to park where I was parked. It always happens. Do they see my energy? Okay. On the left-hand side is Pier 68, but this is the old wing. So in the 70s, they made the new wing and connected the two buildings. All right. By the way, this is Strang Avenue. And on the left is the former office, across the Seton Avenue, former office of Dr. Cahill, who recently passed away. He passed away, I just found out, in September. He was here many years. Still doctor's office, but it's not Dr. Cahill's office anymore, obviously. I think Dr. Cahill had a son who was also a doctor. Dr. Cahill died in September of 2023. Good doctor and trusted physician. Rest in peace, Dr. Cahill. We're going to go back to 233rd Street. We're going to make a left to 233rd Street and head to, playing this by ear, I'm going to go to Dyer Avenue. Go across Dyer Avenue. Down to Connor Street, probably past the Dunkin' Donuts, which I'm tempted to get. Very little hungry. Okay. Wait for these people to pass. And they basically ruined my opportunity to get across this light. Let's see if anybody has the give it common sense courtesy. Thank you, sir or ma'am. Okay. Appreciate it. They gave me a little you're welcome beep too, I think. You know what I do? That's exactly what it sounded like. The reason like I said, I grew up in here, so I know a little history of the neighborhood. And one of the best memories I have of my entire life was walking down here in the snow to the store with my dad. Great father, passed away. Okay, next block is going to be Dyer Avenue. We're going to make a right turn on Dyer Avenue. Not too fast as to set up these red light cameras and speed cameras. Right. That's the Dyer Avenue train station. That's the first or the last stop on the number 5 train. Straight ahead. Little history on this and Dr. Bloom's old office. Dr. Bloom was a I think he still practices in New Rochelle. Dyer Avenue was part of, this extension was part of a railroad that went into Westchester County, which we're not too far from. I think it was like an Eastchester Railroad or something. Something on it. Now it's part of the New York City transit system. And it's been like that for over 50 years, over 60 years, I would say. If you go past the other way, the little red schoolhouse, which is a kindergarten, or was a kindergarten, there's probably railroad tracks behind it. Probably. So we are going to make a left turn on Boston Road and head towards Connor Street. Once we get to that location, Connor Street and Boston Road on the right, it's going to be a gas station. I think it's an Amco. Or Amco, whatever. I get Amco and Amco confused. And also there's a Dunkin' Donuts there. I'm tempted to stop and get a coffee. And coffee roll. I might just wait on that though. Really, I should have gotten the battery myself. I probably would save tons of money, but I still had to get the state inspection. I would probably still save tons of money. You know, I'm gonna start doing these little I can do repairs myself. You know, I have my Amco transmissions are great, and especially very friendly with the owner and manager, and you know the main manager technician. I think more or less is his title. And I can, you know, I know how to do oil changes. I haven't done one in years, but I really don't have the place for it. And in the wintertime, I won't do it anyway. But like the battery that was changed in the back, I could have done that myself. And I think I told the owner that, you know, to change it, I could have done it myself. And he said, just get the battery from the dealer. I was looking online, those batteries, those auxiliary batteries, which is like a motorcycle battery, was on less than $100, or around the $100 range. Anyway. All right. And if Taco Bell's on the right, the car wash is right behind it. Big hand says car wash. Maybe that means it's a hand car wash, but it's not. It's a machine car wash. Never been in there. As we approach Co-op City, those high-rise buildings on the left are part of Co-op City. It's a vast complex in the northeast Bronx. It used to be sitting on top of an old amusement park called Adventureland. Adventureland was supposed to rival Disney World. But it was there, but never turned out to be. Rumor has it that I went to Adventureland when I was an infant, but I have no memory of that. If you look up Adventureland in Co-op City, and the history will pop up on that. Co-op City is built on marshlands, and I think the landfill, and they filled it in. That's what a landfill is. They filled it in and built these apartments, which there's one right ahead of me. I lived here for a bit. It's okay. It's a cooperative. You don't own it, but you get stocks in it and pay maintenance fee. And then when you sell it, when you leave, you get the money back plus interest, whatever. I don't know exactly how it works, but I lived here for a while. Nice place. Some people don't like it, but Co-op City was all right. Used to be a lot of, when I was a kid, there were a lot of Jewish people that lived here that moved from the Grand Concourse area. When this place opened up, they moved up here in droves. But became elderly, they passed away, and a new group of people moved in. Nice place, in my opinion. I live here now. get a parking space though, but it's all right. This guy is coming on my left. He's in a hurry. Oh, so she's in a hurry, but it's all right. Nice pass to run. Nice community. Most people, working class people here. I think it's subsidized by the government. It goes by your income, how much you pay. I think. I'm not sure how that works because I was never the owner. It was my parents. Though I did live here. I'll take you around a loop. This is Bellamy Loop from Co-op City Boulevard. Bellamy Loop. Co-op City has a lot of streets that are called loops. I guess because they literally loop around. And anyway, this is Bensley Place. Brown Places on the right. They have a lot of places. Back to Bellamy Loop. Actually, I'm going to show you. So I'm going to make a right turn on Brown Place, which is very short. Brown Place is just a place, and this is what you call these little circles here. It's hard to get into these little smaller buildings. They say, you know, you have to be on the arm. You have to know somebody or something like that to get into one of these places. So that's it. Back to the high rises. Amazon. I like Amazon. I like Amazon. Get my stuff in. As a matter of fact, I think I have an Amazon waiting for me at home. So before when we were driving, before we made that original turn, we were on Co-op City Boulevard. We are going back to Co-op City Boulevard once again. And I'm going to take you guys through Bay Plaza, which is a shopping center, movie theater, etc., etc. On Co-op City Boulevard. Right now, there's nobody watching this. It's just me. It's just me. I hope that changes one day. Keep putting out content until it changes. Hopefully it does. There's a Red Lobster across the street. Not Rock Lobster. What's that song called? Rock Lobster. Not Rock Lobster, but Red Lobster. All right. Red Lobster is DXL Men's Apparel. I think that's for bigger men. T-Mobile and Panera Bread. And a crazy electric bike. These electric scooters in New York, they have no regard for anything, anyone, not even their own selves. They just gotta hope to deliver that food. All right. God bless them though. Okay. straight. There's Chase's on the left, Chase Bank. Party City. This used to be a Kmart. No. Party City was always there. Forgive me. The next store at home used to be Kmart. Party City was here ever since Kmart was there. And down the block was a Barnes & Noble's bookstore, and it changed to Saks. And Saks didn't last there at all. That was a bad idea. Saks did not last there. They closed. They're still closed to this day, and they've been down a while. But I used to like that Barnes & Noble's. Just to go in there and buy my books and not get into an accident. Gotta wait. Parking lot. There's JCPenney. Also, there's a Macy's in there. H&M. It's it's a shopping center. Those high rises in the back are also part of Co-op City. A different section, Section 5, I believe. Section 5 before had a bad reputation, but I don't see it was any worse than any other part of Co-op City. So I live in Section 5. Would you live in Section 5? MTA bus doing his holding there. It's time for him to leave. FDNY ambulance and NYPD. NYPD has, I think they have a steady post here. I believe it's because it's I don't want to say why I believe it, but they have, I think they have steady posts in here. But before I used to see like a lot of NYPD police cars stationed here. All right. Got up very early this morning. I went to bed a little late and I got up early. I was trying to get a lot of rest. All right. What's this? This is Bartow Avenue, I believe, still. Anyway, this is just past underneath the Hutchinson River Parkway Highway. More buildings. They're building a new exit, which is a good thing. And again, as this truck was trying to get on the street. I don't even feel like going to Parkchester now, but I'm going to do it because I promised. We've been out here 28 minutes already. Wow. On this live, which nobody's watching. I'm here by myself. I'm totally by myself. There's an episode of Star Trek, the original series, where Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock were stranded on the planet because somehow they changed the time. So when they were down on the planet, they were trying to call this the mothership, which is the Enterprise. And after failing to contact them, I forgot how exactly, but they realized that Enterprise wasn't there anymore because they had changed the space-time continuum. So there was no Enterprise. So they had this portal where let me not run this light, because especially when there's a camera behind me. They had this portal here where they could go back in time to correct the damage that they did, the time portal. And it did so. And some of the people that went back through the portal were it was a rescue mission, right? McCoy stumbled through the time thing and changed time some kind of way. So Mr. Spock and Captain Kirk went to the portal to rescue Dr. McCoy and to change the time back to what it was supposed to be. And they did so. They were successful in the mission, but at a terrible cost. You can watch that episode. I forgot the name of it. It was with Joan Collins was in it too. She played the love interest. Joan Collins is a actress from died about 10 years ago or so, more or less. I'd say more than less. She was on the show Dallas. I see a big traffic jam over there, so I'm kind of glad I'm out on that highway. Straight ahead, Amtrak Acela is passing. I think they're going to make that into, because Metro North passes on the same tracks. I think Amtrak owns it, but Metro North uses it also. So they're building a Metro North station there, which is under construction straight ahead from me, which is, I believe is a good idea. And also, especially since they had this congestion pricing tax that's coming to Manhattan below 60th Street. So they want you to use mass transit. Also, they're building a train station in Parkchester, if I'm correct on that. Been on here half an hour already. I'm going to get off not the next exit, but the following exit, which is going to lead us to the number 6 train. So that's the first stop on the number 6 train. Get on the highway. It's not even the next exit. The next exit is Orchard Beach, which we were at yesterday. Excuse the jiggling. Bumpy road. We're getting off exit 8A, which is Westchester Avenue. I'm using my Samsung phone, and I have a holder. So sorry, on a bumpy road, and I was going at a highway speed, so that's why I was shaking. Signal. See the car in front of me has TLC plates, but it notices paint on it. Yes, you can get pulled over for that. And also he's missing his bumper. 2 Summerses. If I know correctly. Popeye is directly in front of me. Just opened that recently. I want to check it out. Popeyes. Check it out, Popeyes. There's a park ranger car. If I can't get something to eat. Pelham Bay Park is to my left. To our left, actually. And to our left is the main entrance. Or the only entrance to the number 6 train. Behind me, beeping the horn for whatever reason, is the number 12 bus. Here we go. All right, this is the number 6 train above us, the elevated portion of the number 6 train. This train will take you downtown. This train will take you downtown. Come on, sir. Oh, man. There's a taxi. This train, the number 6, will take you downtown to Brooklyn Bridge. That'll be the last stop. And it turns around or reverses and comes back. Funeral home on the left. That's Balsamo Funeral Home. Bonavita Market is part of Key Food. I go in there to get my salsa water. I'm dropping it later on. I said I'm almost 60 years old. I'm almost 60 years old. I told her I'm almost 60 years old. Empire Bagels on the right, but I think they're closing up for the day. Let's see. Stop there sometime. Good bagels, freshly made. They make them there. Coffee's a little. The coffee's a little weak, a little watery. I wish they'd make it a little stronger. Otherwise, I like them. They're nice. They're neighborhood people. Hey, here's my friend. Hey, my friend, the crossing guard. It's pretty cool. She always has a skirt on. I hate to say it, describe people like that, but it is true. She's an older lady. She always wears a skirt, and that's nice. You know what? If I force a habit, I put on my signal to go down Crosby, and I'm gonna keep straight and take you guys into Parkchester. I still don't have anybody watching, but it's okay. It is what it is. It's not okay. Of course, I'd rather have people watching. I made a video, and somebody gave me YouTube gave me a copyright thing. I just saw it. I don't know how long it's been up there, but I took it down. But sorry, I took a short somebody else made. I put my little touches on it, and I sent it back out. So I guess somebody saw it and didn't go for that. Don't want to step on anybody else's toes. The Listen My Son channel by Joe Bruno actually gave permission to do that. He said just give him the credit for the videos, and he didn't mind. He looked out for his pupils, or his brothers, however you want to put it, his friendly acquaintances. Listen My Son channel by Joe Bruno. Pretty good. It's pretty cool. My older brother from another mother. As we pass the Hutchinson Whitestone Motel, from time to time you hear about something that's not wholesome goes on over here. This makes the news. Okay. This is Middletown Road we're going to cross. I think that's the name of the station. Yes, Middletown Road Station. I just saw the sign on the staircase going upstairs. Okay, let's see if we make this. The light has been green. I guess people are waiting to make a turn. That's why we're not moving. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. So stay straight. If I wanted to get on the Hutchinson River Parkway south, I make the left at this light, which the man in front of me wants to do. Let me see something. Just be patient and wait. It's going to go past Westchester Square. Big shopping area over there. Little shopping area, depending on how you look at things. Apple Bank. Okay then. Okay, let me try to go around this guy since there's traffic holding him up from making the turn. Okay, here we go. We made it. Thank God. This is a train yard to the right. I think a train is going into the yard. All right. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. It's a bicycle pro shop. I did buy during the pandemic. I bought a bicycle out of here, a folding bike, which I have not. I've used it plenty of times, but I haven't used it in recent times. Okay, let's see. There you go. I didn't use it this past summer or this year. I want to take it out again. It needs a little maintenance. I have used it, like I said. Good bike. I do have to get another seat for it because the seat is stationary, no springs in it. It hurts. It really hurts my rear. So I want to get a seat and change it. A seat that has springs in it. A little softer than a padded seat. I even take out my bike in the cold. I think that's great. As long as you dress for it. We are at the Westchester Square station, and I believe they're putting in elevators here, you know, to help people that can't make it on the stations. I think the actual station has been closed. The delivery bike is trying to pass me on the right. In New York City, these guys are all over the place. They are all over the place. I know you're making money, and I could appreciate that. Using gig apps, using other people's gig apps, because I believe a lot of them aren't here. Can't work in the United States legally, even though they're trying to change that. The government, they're being replaced, maybe. Joking, but I'm not. Now this Uber guy, they have a tendency to stop anywhere. You can't stop on the middle of the highway. Pull it over. You have plenty of room to pull over. You know? Anyway, that's another story. Don't imitate that behavior. This building on my right has something to do with transit. I think it's a TWU. Come on, man. Somebody give me a flash. TWU, which is Transport Workers Union. Some kind of counseling center. I used to be a part of that union. When I was employed by them. No, I didn't get fired. I resigned and got another job. That's the number 4 bus, or 4A, going to Westchester Square. Alright, we're going to get in the right lane. And we're going to go across Doris Street into Parkchester. It's 12:44 p.m. Today's date is December the 7th. Oh, today is the birthday of David Kevin Lee. He would have been 58 this year, but he is no longer with us. Rest in peace, David Kevin Lee. David Kevin Lee. Smart guy. He went to John Philip Sousa Junior High School, then he went to Walton High School, then he went to Lehman College, but he also went to Vassar, and you got to be smart to go to Vassar College, which is upstate New York, I believe. He went there for a summer. Missed that guy. He was a very close friend of mine. One of my best friends, like a brother. Lost contact with him. I had a falling out with him. And didn't speak with him. But later on I found out he passed away. Wasn't happy to hear that, of course. Okay. Nevertheless, he's still my brother, and I'm sorry to hear. You know, when you're younger, you don't think about it. People pass away. People die. When none of us are here forever. He's gone. I'll never see him again. I don't even know where he's buried. In his adult life, he worked. In his young adult life, he worked for UPS, but he wasn't a driver. He worked. I think he packed. Let me tell you the full. Before that, and he was a young man, like maybe in late teens. He worked for the old Pathmark supermarkets in Co-op City, which we passed by, but it's no longer Pathmark. Now it's Stop and Shop. That used to be Pathmark, but he worked where the old location, which is about half a mile away. Now it's a storage place. The reason I moved out like that, one of these damn motorbikes is gonna, you see by looking at his face, he was gonna just run onto the street. I'm telling you, they're crazy. Bugged out. Anyway, worked at Pathmark. I don't know, he worked for UPS for a while. Did the midnight, not for a short while. Or he might have just done it during the summertime or during the push rush. And then he left that, and he had some kind of courier job, and he did pretty well with it. It was a pretty good job. And lastly, he worked for the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, which is no longer there. And something happened with that, and everything just fell apart for David. You know, I think it was. I should make a right turn here. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I just say we're going to Parkchester. Sure, right to Parkchester. Life fell apart. He lost a job that I think that his mother passed away. I think he got some money from that. He was able to live on that for a while. That's what he told me in a letter. You know, he's fine until a certain year. I think all lack of communication, you know, hurt David also. And you know, but I had my reasons. But if I had known, I would have, kept in touch with him a little better. Sometimes you do things and you can never come back from that. These Christmas trees in the front, beautiful at night. I'm gonna do a live here one night. Alrighty then, here we go. I'm drinking my ice water, even though it's 37 degrees outside, but I'm toasty in here. But the ice water with lemon, I've lost a lot of weight drinking that. There's 3 women passed in front of my car. I wanted to relate. They all have a similar walk. And I'm not looking at them with lust. Just that they have a similar walk. That runs in families too. And there's the foray again going in the opposite direction. He's probably going to 149th Street. Let me go around him so I have a chance. As the bus operator sticks his head out the window, he wants to move his mirror. But I don't think he's able to. Haven't seen a movie in a while, but I'm thinking about seeing. And I saw the Aquaman movie, the original one, and it was, to me, it was alright. But the new one seems kind of something I want to watch, especially with the villain. The villain seems to, yeah, somebody challenging him. Nice. Foot Locker and GameStop. I need to treat myself to get myself an Xbox at my age, but I like that stuff. Or maybe even a PlayStation 5. PlayStation! This is Parkchester, by the way. We're passing Macy's on the right. I also lived in Parkchester, and I enjoyed it. I always wanted to live in Parkchester when I was a kid. I said I would like to live here. I don't know why, but it was all right. I had 2 apartments here, and they were both all right. And I'm not going to make this light because this guy's blocking my way, but I understand somebody's blocking his way to make the turn. Oh, I'm sorry, Burks. Excuse me. This lady that's crossing right now, she walks a little bop, like a hip hop bop. Doesn't make her a bad person. What makes it bad? The lady across the street, she's tall, she smokes. She's smoking a cigarette, you know. And it's time to stop that, folks. In my humble opinion. North Carolina plates. Maybe he's here visiting family, or maybe he just has his car registered out of state. McGraw Avenue. The train station that's straight ahead is the Parkchester train station, the number 6 train, which we were under before. And you could catch local or express trains from there. Just like Pelham-Beg Park, the first stop or last stop, if you're heading into Manhattan in that direction, you can catch a express train. It'll go local to Parkchester to this station, then it'll go, depending on the time of day, then it'll go express through the Bronx. They'll make one stop, 2 stops in the Bronx, then the next stop will be 125th, and in Manhattan it will go local from 125th all the way down to its last stop, which will be Brooklyn Bridge. On the right, you can't see the Zaro's Bread. It used to be right on the corner, but they closed down. They downsized and moved past the diner to where they are now, Zaro's Bakery. They were replaced by Boston Market, but Boston Market didn't last there. Sorry about that. Boston Market didn't last there. It's out of business. There's another Boston Market that's down that we're going to pass, and that's going out of business. So that went out of business recently. Today's date is December 7, 2023. I think about a month or so, that other one is gone. And I've seen other locations where they've gone out too, so I don't know. Their food is pretty decent, but I guess it's not fast enough for people. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe it's too expensive. People are struggling out here. People are struggling. It's not easy. And it's an expensive place. But here's the jobs, but the jobs don't pay enough for a lot of people to live here comfortably. That's why people move out of state, move different locations, or upstate. Little light snow. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. She's looking at me like I'm crazy, but you got it, you know? You see that? She's looking at me like I wasn't going to hit the guy. Just ready to go when you get across. Light changed. The light changed, and I'm getting across. I wasn't going to hit him. Yes. But she's looking at me with attitude. No, you got to wait. You didn't wait. You got to wait. You know, I wouldn't do that, but other people would be beeping the horns, you know. But I know they're old folks. She gave me the death wish look. She thought I was gonna hit her baby. I wasn't gonna do that. All right, we're out of Parkchester. We're heading westbound. Gonna go a little westbound on Westchester Avenue. I'm looking at this lady. She has she's on the tall side. She has great posture. Sounds ridiculous, right? But she has great posture. I say that not with lust. I should just stay where I was at. Okay, anyway. Here we go. Another the motorbike. Westchester Avenue. I did a walking video over last summer, or maybe the summer before last. From Parkchester, in reverse, Parkchester, and I started down at Rosedale Avenue, I believe, a little beyond Rosedale. I'm gonna turn on Rosedale. Probably gonna end this video soon, because I can't let you see where the Bat Cave is at. We're not anywhere near it, but we're going to be headed in that direction soon. It's Dunkin' Donuts on the right, supermarket on the left. Take people asking for money in front of these Dunkin' Donuts. Let's stop, because the light is red. The thing about New York City, people don't wait for light. If you're a pedestrian, you know, when you see the light is red and you say, I can make it. And maybe as the train passes, takes an express train, because he didn't stop. People want to get across the street, including myself. I don't wait. If I think I can make it, I'll run. I'll put a little pep in my step, and I have pep in my step. He didn't. I don't even know what I did with my receipt. I just got a receipt for this guy. I don't even know where it's at. I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna step out the car for 1 second and see what's going on. Let this guy go past me. Okay. It's crazy what I do with these receipts. Maybe I put it in my pocket. Yes, I did. It's in my pocket. I just got my inspection. You know, they gave me a receipt for inspection, and they gave me a receipt for the payment for the battery and the work. I really should have changed that battery myself. But anyway. Okay, back on track. Marcus Red. I don't know who that is. I think it's just advertising, so I don't care. We have 0 watchers and 0, like I like this video, the thumbs up thing. This is a tow truck for an MTA bus. Probably bringing him to Westchester. What's that? It used to be called the Coliseum. Now I forgot what. It's West Farms. Probably going to West Farms Bus Depot. Going to make a left turn heading north on Rosedale Avenue. All right, you got a signal on. I'm going to take a chance. Yep. Okay, here we go. Sorry, lady. All right. Once we get past the West Beef, I'm going to do this a wrap. UPS got a major raise. Good for them. Drivers making $1.50 with salary and benefits. $1.50 a year. Working hard for that $1.50 though, but they deserve it. I believe they deserve it. They can get it. But I assume that the company itself is going to raise their prices. I rarely use UPS, but I have used it. They're good. I'm cool. The UPS driver that works where I live. He's a pretty cool guy, younger guy. I think he actually lives in the complex I live in. So I'm driving out of there, which means nothing. FedEx makes much less, and usually their workforce, they have a big turnover for obvious reasons than UPS. chicken, and behind it is the Western beef, in which I will be disconnecting. Been on an hour already, so it's been my pleasure. I hope that you see it in the repeat. You know what I mean? Check it out. Tell me your opinion, good or bad. You like it, you don't like it. So gas is coming out a little bit. That's not an endorsement, because I was paying $1.98 about 3 or 4 years ago. You know what I mean? But it's saying regular is $3.39 a gallon. That's not bad. That's not bad for these days and times. Still not what it was. I wonder that's because elections coming up, if they come up at all. There's Western beef in the background, little shopping center. So at the next slide, I will be, God willing, shutting down this live stream. There's a little light snows in the air. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day and be careful out here. Enjoy your day. God bless. Thank you.